What's up, y'all? We are being very cautious. Okay. Calm down. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, let's get rid of this. No, don't go that way. Okay, go back that way. Okay, good. It's going down. What's up, y'all? Take this silly thing off. That's my cue notification that things are happening. Things are happening that we can't control. Lock force, assemble! Boom, boom. Heckin' yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Are we working? I think we're working. That's great. How is everybody today? Welcome to Saturday Morning Live, Season 3, Episode, what are we on? 5. Welcome, everyone. I hope y'all are having a great day. It is not great outside. It's like overcast and kind of sort of chilly. Not bad, but yeah, just kind of a crappy day. If the sun would come out, it would be a nice day. And I just noticed they are still working on their roof across the street at the church. It's like a really high building. And it caught my attention because I saw the plastic fluttering. And I just realized that's been up there for a while. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. We've had some excitement down here. One of the owners of the parking lots got tired of all the protesters taking up his spots this morning, so he's been out there stalking around like, get off my lawn. We've all done it. I've done it plenty of times. Y'all seen me do it plenty of times, but yeah, he had a serious get off my lawn moment this morning with police and news, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Kind of delayed me. We are going to not have any media today because I've been severely concerned about the stability of the stream, given the last couple of episodes has been screwy. But it seems to be doing okay, so I'm going to go back through and say hi to everybody as far as I can. Anyway, I saw Access first in the house, beat Room probably was right behind them. What's up, everyone? Okay, all right. Dana Reed, Ronald, what's going on with you? Who else? What are y'all talking about? I'm just looking at names, but just kind of trying to watch what y'all are talking about here. Okay, Burnsy, what's up with you? Lock force, assemble. G-Key Man, what's going on? Peter Fox, hello, good morning to you. Mr. Hooligan, what's up? Paul, what's going on? Good morning. Wes, as always, and Night Owl, thanks for being here. Yes, make sure and hit that thumbs up. Appreciate the reminder. Cheerio, Anthony, what's going on? Gumby, what's up? Gumby in the house. Hogmaster, what's going on? Oh, Kurt, hey, what's up? BC Lockpicker, what's going on with you? Pocket Women, hello, good day. Kurt, did I already say Kurt? I think I already said Kurt. If not, hey, Kurt, LPP, what's going on? I only made it a second, a few minutes. I listened more than I did anything to your live, but like while the get off my lawn moment was going on, it was going on. So I was getting pulled in a few different directions. Plus, making sure we have a stable stream today. That's right, we are doing good. It looks like, knock on wood. I think we may have just had power issues last time. Gumby, if I remember him saying he's going to be cooking some stuff. He's got his little chocolate croissants cooking today, probably. I haven't seen if he's doing that or not. Let's see what's going on down here. Wallers, what's up? Good day to you. HKS, good morning. You got it. You made it in time. Yes, just in time. Most of y'all have caught the lead in, so that means I got to change it again. Got to keep it fresh. Gotta keep it fresh, so I'll maybe modify that lead-in intro to Saturday Morning Live as we go, as we did last year. Kind of fixed things and made it different. Humorous. So far, so good. Just like the guy falling past the 50th floor. Yeah, so like over there, we got a little chat right there. Look at that. This is a kind of a new lead-in screen. I wanted to have the chat bounce over from that to this. So yeah, we're gonna try this for a minute. Epic scene. It's always an epic scene when you people are here. I was gonna say you guys, but pocket women and other females that may be in the house. When y'all are here, it's always an epic scene is about to start. It had already started before I even got here. Y'all had started it. We were drinking William Bennett. I hadn't seen him in here yet, but he had sent me some. In the last live, he said he was going to send me some coffee. Rosark, I think it was Rosark Coffee Company. Some Jamaican Kiss mine. Wow, Jamaican Kiss. It's a Jamaican Kiss. I can feel my dreadlocks coming out as I drink that. Good. Thank you for that, William Bennett. We always appreciate coffee up in the house. I didn't get Kim's take on it yet. I'll have to find out from her. It's like I poured it and ran. Poured it and ran. I see like a mystery war cartoon Jason does. Hogmaster. Yeah, that's animators. I need to find me a Fiverr animator, don't I? I think I do. Dennis, what's up? Good morning to you. Still way back on the comments, so whatever y'all are talking about right now, I'm not going to see it for just a minute. Decline, good morning to you. Fred Flintstone, or what's going on? Steam Gadget, what's up? Whoa, no, don't do that. We hate it when you do that. Pete Woodfine, good morning to you. Big Woolly Mammoth, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I don't recall seeing your name before, so welcome to Saturday Morning Live. Ken underscore, you're hitting decaf hard. Oh, I scrolled all the way. I think I missed a few. Oh, Wood Craftsman, what's up with you? Appreciate you being here also. I think you might be new to the stream, so welcome. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining in. We just chill here and talk about stuff. And okay. I like this intro screen. I like that intro screen too. Thank you, James Randolph. I like that intro screen too. Y'all, general neutral. That's why I say y'all. Y'all. I saw a tweet a few weeks ago. Y'all actually say y'all like you say y'all on Twitter? And I'm like, nope, not at all. Not at all. Sometimes there's a customer, yeah. Wait, what are y'all talking about? What am I talking about? You use it a lot more in person, Jason. Okay, I know. Forgot what we were talking about. It's this Jamaican kiss, man. Plus, it's got Kim's special coffee in it. So, it's even better. It's like Jamaican kiss with Kim's special coffee, you know? we might have some fun today, y'all. Woo! I've had half of it. Well, actually, I had 2 cups before I left, and then this. So today, we might have a little bit of Jason Reed's. That's right. I think it's a good day for Jason Reed's while we're on the Jamaican Kiss, Kim's special Jamaican Kiss. And that dude has been gone way too long to have just gone to the cookie place. I'm going to take you up on that one day, Dusty. Because we do come when, when there's not as many cooties. You know how that is. Yay, Jason Reed. Yes. Yeah, you don't have to send many because we want to come down and get our own. Want to do that. That's not something we've missed doing for the past couple of years. It's been like 2.5 years, 3 years. Between 2.5 and 3 years since we've been down there. So, normally it's at least once a year thing. Sometimes, way back, it was like multiple times. And then in my wild woolly youth, it was every other weekend. Every other weekend. I'm very familiar. I can crawl New Orleans downtown area with the best of them. Let's just say that. And I'm fairly good at the Garden District now too. That's like getting in, getting up in the older years. Get tired of dealing with New Orleans proper, and you venture out into the other areas. There's a Corbin Russell's Conundrum. Prior to the merge, I have actually got a couple of there's a lot of different sources for Corbin Russell. The Corbin Russell Cylinder Manual 1, but there's not it's not great. There's so much there. It's like an encyclopedia in itself. In fact, I'll go grab it. What did I do with it? There it is. There it is. 6N and N6. I know, right? That's. I think that's the same thing, isn't it? N6. But yeah, so what we did was we took. Hold on. Oh, that button's not working. What? That button didn't work. That button was supposed to work, but it didn't work. So yeah, like we took and cut out, printed it out a long time ago, did this, and have the relevant sections to the Corbin Russell manual, which is basically like all the D1 and this stuff. I mean, there's so much. I mean, you could sit and just sit and get lost in some of this. And I've read it 100 times, but it's still like so much information here. But the Keyway is like trying to, it's just not great. There's your N6. No, N6. So yeah, and then it goes into Baldwin. Baldwin levers is kind of our common book for 2 or 3 different manufacturers who have just a way of overabundance of information. And then there's a couple online sources, but I don't know. Customer has the 6Ns. N6s is actually one of the ones I have too. I don't know. Now I have 3. I have a buttload of 3 and 7. I don't know why I was thinking it was 6. And I've never figured out why I had a buttload of N3. They must have come in a thing. I think, okay, I know. Well, even though, because I've got like inventory from old hardware stores and old different things that have shut down over the years around here. And that always means, right, that somewhere around here somebody used an N3. So I'm sure there's a building, more than likely in the downtown area, but even then, Jackson, that was the hardware store that sold to the whole state. It was before Home Depot, before Lowe's, all that. They were kind of people would come from 100 miles away to order stuff and to get their building outfitted with stuff. So it could be that. I may never know who had them, but in the meantime, I always could sell them. But yeah, whatever. 6N and N6. I don't know. I'm not going to get into an N6 argument. I don't know if they're the same or not. I want to say there is another N something. I don't know. They're silly. Everything about Corbin Russell's silly. Cutting it and changing the depths for whatever, and then merging all the keyways together. I've always hated Corbin Russell. And in fact, speaking of, that's kind of one of the biggest thorns in my side on that wall over there. That is so let's go look. You want to go look at the key wall? We can do that. Let's go do that. Making sure my CPU is okay. We got another camera somewhere around here. Nope, that button doesn't work either. What do you mean that button doesn't work? Hold up, yo. No, we open. What? Okay, wait. Okay. Where's she going? Never mind. Cancel that. Cancel that. Yeah, well, yeah, I want to go look at the board. We'll go talk about it. A field trip! Yay! A field trip! Carbon was from M Heart. I've actually got a few M Hearts down there too. New NIB, new in box. No, she was actually parked over there, but she like started to come in here and then her friend drove off. I don't know what I'm dropping her off, I guess. Oh yeah, camera. We've got to add the camera in. Okay, computer. Everybody keep your fingers crossed. Because I didn't do this for this new screen. The screen looks like the old screen, but in fact it's a new screen. So, yeah, we want to do that. Epoch, another paid version. So, oh, that's behind. Why is it so far behind is what I want to know. I've got a huge delay on that camera. Interesting. Let me go refresh it over here. Yeah, that camera's way behind. Huh. That's very interesting. We spiked a little bit doing that. I don't know what's going on with that camera. That's the new program that I just paid for. That camera right there. That y'all totally didn't get to see. It was weird. Matrix glitch there is. Go sterilize the door now. Okay. Shoot. I need to do that anyway. Yeah, we have a lot of people come in because of the plants. This isn't the Ace hardware. That's funny. That camera is just weird. Let's go back and see what's going on with it. We can go to a split screen here. How about that? Oh, look, it works there. Works there. That's interesting. So we need to move this down here, right? New. Yeah, there we go. Kind of side-eyeing stuff for a minute here. We're gonna take this slow and easy, y'all, because we don't want it to. We don't want the computer to freak out. SE lock and key. We have most blanks. We'd have to see it. There's tons of different ones out there, but you can bring it in. We can more than likely do it. Hold on just a sec. SE lock and key. What do you need done? No, so, no, we don't do that. I don't know anybody offhand. I'm sorry. Thanks. All right, what numbers were on it? Okay, we can most likely make it. We just have to see it. 4 o'clock. Thank you. Okay. Where do you see those? Russell marked M Harp. I don't see those anywhere. How many generations have passed key blanks down at all the locksmith shops? Not on Saturday, go away. Not on Saturday, go away. 2 calls at once, that's a first. It may be a first. Putting them on hold. I hate it when 2 different people call at the same time. It's like, let me deal with one. You need the bottom of those rubber Halloween masks behind your black one, then pull out the black one and say, what do you need? Bottom right corner. Oh, yeah, there they are. Sure are. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's a 5-pin 6-in. Look at that. We'll take a look at those. I mean, I would have probably not even. Good eye, Night Owl. There it is. Everybody's like, it's like a hunt, right? No, wait. Ooh. Okay, we got this thing for a reason, right? Here we go. Boop. 1. It looks like a D1 keyway. Where was it? Here? Right above my dong hoo? My dong hoo? Dong hua. Dong hua. I don't know what those fit, but I can't recall ever cutting one. Dong hua. And yeah, that's another thing about Corbin Russwin blanks is like, it's Corbin, right? Corbin and Russwin. And then there's Corbin Russwin. So do you make just one big Corbin Russwin section, right? Or do you leave them separate? Because it's Corbin and it's Russwin. If you redid the board, which might be happening. So yeah, like I don't know why I have so many N3s. But there's like basically 1 row of Corbin Russwin right here. Just the common ones. It starts off with reading. And I've also moved some of my other stuff way up here. Some of the other stuff is up in the top corner. And when I redo this board, we are going to have a Florida keys section over here. That's right. I need more of those, don't I? But the problem is I have so many original blanks. I mean, it's not a problem, but it is kind of a problem when you're doing this. So it's like I have the old original, and then I would shift it once I ran out of these. I would shift it over to the new original head, which would look like that. But in the meantime, you feel compelled to separate them. So one keyway may take up, like 4 or 5 different sections. They drive me crazy with this, just because of so many different ones. And then I've got these old blanks. I love these heads. That kind of really just don't go to anything anymore. So, ow! So yeah, it's just an irritant when you're dealing with Corbin Russwin keys. It's way behind. All right. I think that camera, I'm going to demand a refund on that camera, I think. It is not the CPU. It is definitely that camera. And it may just be because it's on Wi-Fi. That's the new old screen. That's right. There we go. New old screen. Back again. We're going to leave that camera alone because this was been kind of a test of that new app that I just paid $8 for. You just don't get shit for your money anymore, do you? Paid $8 and I got a crap. That's because I paid $8. It was supposed to be cool too. Yeah, and that chat's lagging way behind. But Wi-Fi, yeah. And that's why I had that long cord. But I feel so tethered, you know. And I think I discovered that was what was happening last week because I went on a private live. Rune joined in, but he couldn't make any comments. I don't know, Rune, you were on that live. I don't know why. I guess an unlisted video doesn't let you put comments on it. That doesn't make much sense, but yes, we ran a test live using that program, I think it was, and it worked fine. I guess the longer it goes, the worse it gets, or further away from the Wi-Fi. But actually, it's closer to the Wi-Fi back there. Chat was not enabled. I thought I had it, I thought I had it. Yeah, I know it wasn't enabled, but I thought I had it enabled. Like it never gave me the option to do that, or I just missed it somehow. Because whenever I go live, my settings kind of retain, so it remembers. I don't know what was going on. Don't know what was going on. What's up, Rubber Band? Rubber Band, somebody said something about Rubber Band being here. What's your impression of it? Oh, just the signal getting to the computer slower. Yeah, but it starts off okay, I think. Maybe, maybe not. I'll have to review this video and see. Just keeping an eye on that guy. It's doing good. We do, oh man. I wonder something. Please hold. Ooh, I didn't like that. It didn't like that at all. I think I just discovered the problem, y'all. All right. What's up, Bill? Bye, Bill. Hi, Bill. Bye, Bill. I didn't see you earlier, so sorry. Sorry I missed you, Bill. $8 used to get you a loaf of milk, a gallon of coffee, a pound of bread, a sack of hard candies, and all the smokes. Yeah, must be nice. That was a lot of money back then. Dang it. Sorry I missed you, Bill. That's what happens when I don't pay attention to my chat for a minute. Did y'all put... What? Did y'all push the do not touch button? Kim and her do not touch button. I actually left it off to keep the temptation away from... I'm going to have to talk loud because there's a truck going by. Yeah, I took the do not touch button off the screen to make her, I should just put it there but not label it so she won't know what it is. It's too tempting when I have a do not touch button on my keypad stream deck here. All right, so since that happened, I'm gonna try something else because you know what I wanted to do? Look what I got. I did an unboxing, but then I did another video, and I didn't want to upload them all at once and get all carried away. So I do have an unboxing coming out, and in that unboxing, and I've already showed this on Twitter, but yes, I'm falling into, well, shut up, Wes. I'm falling into the I'm falling into my own parody of the Lishi, but this is my second, and I have successfully picked a bunch of Schlage locks around here, I will say. So just in practicing it, because when I got that quickset one, I really didn't practice with it or anything. I just put it in my pet kit, and first quickset I came up on, I was like, hey, let's try this stupid thing, and then did it. But this one I've kind of been trying to feel the differences out because I have a lot of Baldwin. In fact, I fell for one of our local customers around here. I got to go open a house tonight. Hopefully it's a Schlage, right? Normally I wouldn't hope for it to be a Schlage, but now that I've got the Schlage Lishi and I've been practicing with it. But there's a decidedly different feel between Baldwin because we have so much Schlage and Baldwin locks around here that this hopefully will come in handy. I don't care about the decoding part because I'm just using it to pick. Like, that's for my own thing. But I have, to answer your question, yes, after I picked a couple of like F series and A series locks, old F series, not the collapsible core kind, the other kind. I've not gone and dug up a F series. I did get one of the collapsible core style, compressible core, sorry, and I was messing around with it, but something felt wrong with it. I have not successfully tried it on one of those yet as far as decoding, but I have decoded a few just to test it, of course, and see. But in the field, I'm really not going to be using it for. I don't care. There's a parking place right there, lady. Instead, you're just lazy and park right there. I'm just using it to open. But it did. I mean, it worked. But I can tell your kids why you love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No, probably not. There's that Lishi parody. Yes, I made fun of it. But like I said, the only reason I want it is because I'm getting old, y'all, and I'm getting tired of sitting and picking locks. And this is like when you have trouble with locks, because some of these Schlages are problematic. A series were particularly difficult to deal with because they're so good tolerant cylinder. The cylinder is so tight or whatever. And they were one of the more popular locks that were put on around these neighborhoods from the 40s to the 50s because of that same hardware store that I was talking about. And Baldwin locks is a real big one that's pretty tough to do. So, the Lishi video. That video took forever to put together. Let me put my mask on here because I got some guy in here looking in here like, what you doing? What you doing? So, Castle Nut, what y'all talking about? I pissed so many people off with that Lishi video. I got letters from attorneys. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I know I did piss off one of those Facebook groups. Can't remember which one, but whatever. That's the Max video. All right, hold on, customer. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Need to see if you can make me 2 copies of that.
All right. Okay, is that gonna do it for you?
That's it.
486.
You have to choose it. And I won't need the receipt.
Yep, that didn't go through.
Oh, declined. Ugh. My business card shouldn't be. They'd be in trouble.
Some business cards block their.
Wow. Okay.
It's a block that your card company probably has.
That's all right.
They do that on Square.
I'll use the American Express.
All right.
Well, I just used it.
We've run across that with a
Have
few.
you? That's
Yeah.
the first time it's ever declined that one. I've been using it for 11 years. But I mean,
Yeah, it happens. All right. Let me get
it
your
don't happen
receipt.
too often because.
No, I think it's just through that card company. It's probably through the internal
I'll let you
IT
know.
department. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Oh, hold up. I got it. Man, this latest hand stuff has been. You can smell it through the mask. Yeah, we found out that Square. I need to do my affiliate link again. Square's a great, and here's a commercial. Please hold for a commercial. Square. I don't have my affiliate link ready, but I'll go post it at the end. If you need a credit card processor, it's great. However, there are some companies whose IT or whatever, or they've got it set up and it's blocked through Square. One of them being a major, most of them are like corporate things, to control the use of credit cards. So, and that is awkward when you do a job and the person thinks they can pay you with their company credit card, and you get to the end and it gets declined because they've got a block on Square. So becomes awkward. Oh, so what's up? I wanted to so I just got this beautiful, in that same video, that unboxing. I'm not even going to do the unboxing now, probably. We got a Schlage B560 605. It has been a minute since I ordered a B560 in polished brass. And this, if y'all saw that Falcon video, look at that, the front of it's scratched. Ooh, ooh. It is, that's the problem with polished brass, is if you touch it wrong, it gets scratched. It's not that bad, but it is right on the face. Dang it. But these are nice deadbolts. And I was actually going to sit here with my Lishi while I was talking for a minute and try, because this is a brand new deadbolt, 5-pin. I'm not going to look at the key because I've discovered that if you know what the key is, that you can pretty easily Lishi a lock. But I am not overly fond about spending the money on these, honestly. You know, it's one of those situations where it has to return its money in fairly short order. So like this house I'm going to, that's why I said like this house I'm going to now, technically I could claim that one lockout and pay for the Lishi. So basically this guy, the job that I'm going to, is going to hopefully pay for it. I'm not feeling anything. Are there pins in there? That's weird. But this thing certainly does. You do have a totally different feel with certain Schlage cylinders. You know, quickset, when you're using it on a quickset, they're all the same kind of, you know, if you think about it. All the quickset cylinders are pretty identical and always have been. But when you get into Schlage, you have this mix of CAD, the newest crappy style cylinders. You have the good A cylinders. You have, and then you jump off into mortise cylinders that have varying degrees of tolerance. It's kind of the Wild West with Schlage. That's why I felt like I needed to practice with it more. And like just saying, I don't know how this is pinned. I'm guessing that there may be some of the security. I don't know. I wonder if these have security pins on them or not. Springs are very light, that's for sure. I'm not having any luck. This is what I get for trying to do something like this on live. I'm not a lock picker, damn it. That's why I bought a Lishi. I know y'all can't see what I'm doing, but like, oh, there's a good one. And see, the other thing about this is I promised not to do this on video, and technically I'm doing this on video. So I was just kind of checking it, playing around with it for a minute. I got pretty good at the F knobs. I did discover the deadbolts are considerably harder when I tried a B60 deadbolt. And these 560s have better plugs than the 60s do. They still have the brass plug. Now see, I feel like I got all those set. Why aren't you? Oh. But I'll tell you what, it does, after you get used to using it, could save your bacon on a job. Practice makes perfect, right? Or I guess you could take classes. Don't take classes. Don't take classes, y'all. You can just sit and figure it out yourself. It's not hard to understand after you do it a few times. I'm sitting here saying that and I can't get into it. It is funny how the deadbolts react compared to the F series. I know the F series have a lot sloppier tolerance. And if somebody's locked out of a deadbolt, honestly, that's one of those things where you need to be kind of sketchy. Make sure they're supposed to be there. Like, why are you locked out of the deadbolt? Before I ever got these, I had a few of the automotive versions, the Chrysler and the Ford. Nothing. It's just weird how they react differently. But if I look at the key, I could probably... This Lishi doesn't work on this deadbolt, y'all. So those of you who are into Lishi, you may have already been talking about this. Let me look at the comments. The floating Bible. Yes, Lonnie, I was talking about the compressible thing. Every Lishi I bought paid itself off. Yeah, that's kind of why I took this job this afternoon. Help pay for the Lishi. An excuse. I've been waiting on one of those house lockout calls for 2 days. I got the package in. I got it in Thursday. I think it was Thursday. So that's not really waiting. Considering I don't really like doing lockouts. A DeWalt pick. I could have got in with the DeWalt pick long time ago. I sure ain't no movie lock picker, that's for sure, huh? Oh, I went way too far with that. I feel like I overset it too much too. I get carried away. Like I do it so fast. And then the other day I was working on one, I just couldn't get it open, and I was like, rake it. Can you make a Lishi rake, please? Lishi rake. I give up after this pass. If I don't get it on this one, we're giving up. We're going to call it unlishiable. Oh, see that? But it was funny, it came with a warning label. Have y'all ordered a Lishi lately? They come with warning labels now. An SDS label for sure. It's a page printed out that basically says, if you're going to be an idiot and break your Lishi, we're not warrantying the shit because they're fragile tools. That's how they kind of worded it. But it's like, I guess they've had a large number of people being way too rough with them and trying to get them warranted. This thing broke. I can't believe you sell me this crap. What's wrong with y'all? Just don't understand. I pay $100 for that thing and the thing broke in 10 minutes. 10 damn minutes. And I want you to refund my money pronto. No, don't worry about that, why it's so twisted like that. That just happened. Oh, I feel like the fourth position there is like a 6 cut. Oh, click out of 1. I give up. I'm calling this one is unlishiable. There you go. A good reason to buy. Oh, I feel like we're almost there. A good sales point for a B560 lock, right? Just because idiot Jason couldn't get it open. Oh my God, he did it. I was literally just about to give up too. So, yeah, there you go. That take like 20 minutes. It felt like it took 20 minutes. Okay, go back. Now. Anyway, I think I'm gonna like using it. I may start reaching for it first. I don't know. Logman, I didn't get your email, but yes, I've got those. I was going to send you one afternoon, an email back. I got busy last night, so yes, I have those, and I'll send you an email about it. I've got plenty of them somewhere around here. In fact, I probably have like at least 3 or 4 down there. If you don't mind paper being on the face, you get to clean the paper off the face yourself. So that'll be a fun thing for you to do. F-Series want the floating bubble. I don't know. I hope y'all responded to some of these questions. Crank up the tension. I know. I'm going to bend it. Don't want to crank up the tension too hard. I'll be firing off a dirty email to Flake saying, y'all told me this crap. James, yeah, I saw that comment about the 5-inch back set handle. That is pretty unusual. A 5-inch back set EB series. I've got tons of those EB handle sets. You can actually, no, you can't see it, but if you tilted the camera up just a little bit, right? The last brown box at the end, right above the white box, it says Schlage EB, and then there's 2 other boxes back there, but that's I bet that latch was expensive. Did you fix it? You can still pick it normally and then use a dish. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that too. You could definitely do that. Pick it, hold it. Well, yeah, I guess I should have showed you. Well, I already turned it back. Never mind. Yeah, it shows you how to do it. If you do a lot of quickset and you do a lot of Schlage and you do residential, I would have to say that it's a good investment. I have to say that it's a good investment. I mean, I'm not one to like hate spending money on new tools, especially that much. But again, like I said, this one lockout that I'm going to, I'm just going to use it as the cover. So I mean, yeah, I want to pay for it. It just sucks. It just makes my bills higher whenever I order shit. It's like I order, $600 worth of stuff that I normally would be ordering anyway, a product to go, padlocks and crap and stuff in the unboxing. And it's like, I don't want to add another 80, 70, it was through Flake, I think they're 75. I don't want to add another $80 to that bill. Damn, so I usually like have it on my order sheet for months. This one's been on there for about a month. And it's like every time I notice my order getting too big, I'm like, okay, take that back off. No more Lishi this week. And then I was finally like, okay. And I know why, because I did at the beginning of that video, the last lock shop vlog thing, which I still haven't renamed those yet. I discovered that that's what fired me off. I had a mortar cylinder on a storefront that I ended up taking care of in other ways because it was taking way too long. And I took care of it in a very quick way. I spent literally 12 minutes trying to pick it and be nice. And literally 20 seconds of video not being nice and getting in. So that's what fired me off to get the Schlage Lishi. So I guess next on my stupid list is the SC4. Yeah, the HE100. So that's another thing. I don't have the machine to do high security stuff anymore. We used to have the old KD55 or old Ilco cutter, did all the old Mercedes keys and all that. And then there was that phase of automotive where sidewinder went away, sold the machine, sold all the keys, and now I could have used it, but is it snowing? There it literally is white shit floating through the air. What in the ass? It is not snow weather. Hold up. Are you freaking kidding me? We don't have a camera. You won't be able to see it. Hold up. Let me go check this. Hey. Okay, it's those little fuzzies. It's like those little dandelion things. I was like, literally, there's no way. It's 65 degrees outside. I know we need a camera out front, but the other camera... Hold on, let's try something. I have deprived y'all of the front view for a while. Hey, no, let go. We can do this. It's going to take a minute to set up. We're going to bring it back in. Since we're running stable still, we're going to hardwire that camera. Oh, come on. And this, that other camera view that I did last time. Hey now. Was stupid, honestly. So I got rid of it. Okay, you go right here. Hey. Let's go ahead and switch microphones too while we're at it. Oh, we're still on that microphone. Never mind. Yeah, it's tree fuzzies. That would have been crazy if that would have been snow. Crazy. That's the Jamaican kiss doing that, man. All right, hook up. Get your hook up. Hot, fresh hook up here. Hook up and going to that camera now. Boom. Triple cam. Let's make sure we're good. We're good over here. Yep, that's good. Hey. Let's try something. That was the last thing Jason said. That's the last we ever heard from Jason was let's try something. Okay, we are on the new old screen. We could go to this screen. Hey, hello. Secondary cam. Where are you? You are, okay, there you are. Boom. Shabam. Shababoom. Boom. Outside view. Hello. dark outside. What do you mean it's dark outside? It looks light outside to me. What's wrong with you? It's not dark outside. Turn your monitor, your screen brightness up, Wes. Carson has been with us for a minute. Yes, he's been here. I have not been able to. I've been so grossly involved with projects. It was the screen. Oh. Yeah, I get it. Come on. Yes, rubber band has been around forever. Most of you guys actually have been around forever too. First 200 subs. Back when I had crappy videos. I still have crappy videos. They just take longer to put together now. On that table, right down there on Carson, we have been going through last week when we were having difficulty with stuff, and I see we are kind of spiking a little bit on the CPU, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. But last week I was going to try to go through the thing on live with all this stuff that I'm going to compile and give away. I've been kind of keeping my eye on the sketchy dude across the street. He's just hanging out over there. I don't know why he's been hanging out over there. I don't know if that's his truck or his van. Just weird. Now everybody's watching him now like, wait, what is he doing? What are you doing, bro? Why is your backpack beside your van? We do have radicals in the area, y'all, so. Not saying he is, but there is a backpack sitting at the back end of that van right there. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. So it's kind of weird. Y'all are watching. Y'all are watching if anything happens. Paint stripper. Waller's asking about first video that he should do. Paint stripper video for locks. I have done. Okay, now he's picking up his bag, and he put his bag in a garbage bag. Y'all watch out for this dude. Let me go zoom in. It's just acting weird over there. Locksmith view on the Locksport. Oh, the ever popular Locksmith view on the Locksport. Yeah, I still get flaming comments from people from that one. You know, James, I discovered that the other day. You could be able to click out. Look at all the swirlies. Can y'all even see the swirlies out there? Can you? I don't think you can. But it's swirling like snow out there. That is insane. It's like a swirly tree just exploded around the corner or something. Weird. Also weird that the dude's standing there with his backpack in a black plastic garbage bag. HKS. No, but the HK is. The HK is. Or the Mossberg. Or just the bong. Y'all know the bong, right? not a bong, but the bong. The bong. Y'all were theorizing over this one day when I first showed the bong. No, wrong screen. No, wrong screen. Y'all were theorizing over this the other day. This is, whatchamacallit, I looked it up afterward to tell y'all what it was, and it's a When you go to the old theater, the handrail bracket doodads. There's a funny name for them, and that's what that is. Let's go back up here. We need to keep an eye on this guy because he's being sketchy. But it's got and it's yeah, it's definitely solid. This part is just solid brass. Well, made in Portugal. So yeah, I can bong bong bong. You bong. Put your bag back. Okay, now he's got it back. Oh, that's the bread guy, y'all. That's the bread guy. Sorry, bread guy. Didn't mean to doubt you. You're just looking weird. It's the bread guy. Sorry. Okay. Whoops. Big hat cane. The scepter. It's my bonger. So this is my first line of defense. Handful of key shavings is the next one. Yep. You come in and try to rob me, I'm going to bong you, and I'm going to throw Mount Rush Brassmore at you. No, but what I was saying was, I got to find a brass. I got to find a brass spike. Does anybody know where I can find a brass spike? I guess I'm just going to have to like get brass rod, and I don't think I should use brass because it's pretty soft. And I wouldn't be able to set it down like this if I had a spike sticking out of it. Like a retractable spike would be awesome. Oh, you know, this is just a hollow brass tube. You could feasibly put a spring in there with a spike with a notch in it. Oh, be like bong. Anyway, I've always wanted that, and I've always wanted to, whatchamacallit, with the spikes sticking out of this. Imagine this with spikes off of it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, reliving my D&D days. You're about to get a brass whooping. About to get a brass whooping, boy. He doesn't want his back to get wet in the snow. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. I like that one. You can go back over the comments for a minute. Then we're going to do Jason Reed's, even though we just mentioned that we had to go up there. Literally, the only thing that is interesting at all up there right now for me to do is to put a... y'all remember a couple of Saturdays back when we had the broken... the thing that I was questioning as to whether or not I broke it by putting it in wrong, the cylindrical grade 2 LSDA, because I was like, yeah, LSDAs very, very rarely break immediately. If something happens to it immediately, I've always attributed it to being a manufacturer defect. Well, I had gone and put a grade 2 entrance on. However, and I mentioned this to Kim the other day, on grade 2 entrance locks, again, similar to the Dexter that I did. So those, right, they push in. Y'all, we're going into just a really dumb period. And y'all know that just by reading any number of news comments, right? We're going into such a dumb period where more people now seem to be accidentally locking that. So if you put those on a door where the public, the dumb public apparently, goes through and in and out of, apparently they're locking them more now by pressing in on the button as they leave, like either accidentally or on purposefully or whatever the case is. But we have had more complaints with those. LSDA, it came broken. Exactly, that's what I think. We have had more complaints progressively over the past like 3 or 4 years of those people like going out of restaurants. You know, we've put them on restaurants and we've put them on public buildings, offices, and other areas. And apparently nowadays people are getting so dumb that they're opening it and pushing the button at the same time, and then when it closes, it locks other people out. And I've noticed that becoming more and more prevalent. I don't know why, other than the fact that people are dumb. I don't know. Stainless steel all thread, grind it down. Yeah, stainless steel, that's why it's got to be a staff of offensive locksmithing. Think about how dumb the average person is and realize half are dumber than that. Yeah, I just don't. How hard is it to go out a door without accidentally locking it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Just so you know, if you ever start getting those complaints, you will. If you deal with grade 2 lever handles, you'll get that complaint one day. They keep locking it when they go out. Anti-lockout latch mechanisms. You mean like Schlage grade 3 when you turn the handle? No, but none of them have. No, they're all the same way. We just looked at that Dexter piece of crap. Be nice, Jason. We just looked at that Dexter grade 2 and it pushes in. So it would work. It would, the same thing would happen there too. No, we're just talking about people accidentally locking a door when they get out. Go out because they're pushing the button in as they turn the lever. Apparently, somehow people, and it's not just one business, it's multiple businesses. It's becoming more and more prevalent from my busier areas not to be able to put those in because they come back. And in fact, when I put that classroom in that broke, because of that problem, right? And then I didn't have a classroom when I went back to switch it out. So I put an entrance lock on, which is what's up here. And then when I went back, like 3 weeks later, I was supposed to go right back, but we got busy around here and it was just one of those things. It worked. They never literally locked the door. It could be a passage, but because of how the building was set up, I convinced them that they needed a key lock on there, which, and honestly, they did. Because how their building's set up, if one area failed power-wise or whatever, it would leave it exposed and they would need to be able to lock. It's kind of like, almost like an interior foyer door of a bank where you have two sets of doors and they never lock that second door, but there are locks on there for a reason, so that would be the reason. Anyway, long story short, I put that back on, but it was funny because when I went to switch it back out, he was like, yeah, I wasn't going to bug you. I knew you were probably busy and couldn't get by. I was like, yeah. I was like, I just hadn't had a chance. And he's like, well, we sure are glad you got back because they've been locking them people out all day long. And I'm like, again? He goes, yep, started as soon as you put the new lock in, they started locking the door. And I was like, Jesus. So, yeah. What's up, Alan? Good morning to you. You get those calls all the time in the hospital offices. Cal Royal, same way. Yeah, all of them are the same way. If the button pushes in, it's susceptible to it. So just watch out. I'm warning you now. I'm warning you now if you have not already discovered the I'm dumb and we can't walk out a door without locking it. I guess I'm just going to have to start warning people with those. When you're putting in locks and you're at an area where people might be haphazardly going, I guess just restrict it to individual offices and use classroom. That's what I'm doing now, is using classroom function. That's really your only other choice, right? Really your only other choice is classroom function. Well, classroom function and entrance function are the same thing. But it's funny because I have a ton of Corbin Russell classroom function that got switched out because they didn't like how they were working and they put in keyed entrance. But that's in a private building that's controlled. If they get locked out, they can call their security to come open it. I have to go to that same building every year and do the whole security audit. All right, give me your keys. Give me your keys. Give me your keys. Security be like, give me your keys. It is still snowing outside. I'm wildly curious as to what tree exploded around here to cause it to be snowing all day in Fondren. That's insane. Split screen. Let's move that camera up as far as we can. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it or not, but it is a wild amount of of floaties. Let me just let that focus there for a minute and see if we can't see it. I don't think you'll be able to because it's literally white. I don't know. You may be able to. I was hoping you could be able to see it up against the black backdrop of that car right there. Like, I can see it, but I can't see it in the camera. It's weird. But there's definitely a tree that has exploded somewhere around here with white fluffies all over it. Y'all should have known a loud noise was coming. I shouldn't have had to warn you about that. So anyway. This guy needs to go back in that box. Didn't even and so the only problem with it is it's used stock now, so I'm gonna have to sell this cheaper. And I even used the same screws and everything, so this actually needs to go. This box is the classroom, and oh, I somehow, oh, I know how I did that. I've got two latches out of it because of the initial initial switch out. Hey.
Hey bud, how you doing?
Good.
You guys got the ability to cut some car keys, right?
What you got?
I got a
All right. Sorry about, yeah, I was supposed to go to the Be Right Back screen, weren't we? We didn't go to the stupid Be Right Back screen. Sorry about that. Anyway, we are going to do, it is time for Jason Reeds. So let me bounce back to the front camera. Jason Reeds. See ya, LPP. Ah, that made me itchy. That made me itchy. Yes, Steam Gadget, I do. I have found Loctite on those. Yeah, I know. I've got it right here. It's, you know, I got a Stream Deck. I could use my Stream Deck to do it too, but for the first of the year, I scrapped my Stream Deck settings because they coincided with all the 2020 stuff, and we hadn't worked our way. It's only been a month. We're working our way back that way. I customize stuff every year now to start with the new stream, so I'm just not set up to do that. But normally I would hit this one right. Where is it? And I just moved it again, but I'd hit that right there. And right now I don't have it set to mute, but normally I do. So, and then I've got the mute button right here, and I'll hush. There's other mic, double mic, single mic. I've got all that stuff. So, but I just did. Whoops! Like I said, I just went back and changed the settings this morning to accommodate a new thing that doesn't work, obviously. We'll be there one day. Stream Deck's nice. I like the Stream Deck. But when you scrap what you're used to, your settings, and please hold. Bitch. I guess we can Jason Reed's now since we lost our spot. Oh, yes. Listen to Wes. Listen to Dang It Wes knows everything. It's Dr. Goopmeister. Wes's alternate name is Dr. Goopmeister. He has a PhD in goop. That's the bad thing about Loctite. Is once it's on there and you have to deal with it getting it off. And I've always meant to make a Loctite video. One day we'll have a Loctite video, y'all. Okay, we've got, let me turn this off. We've got the big mic going right now. It's time. We don't have, I was going to make a Jason Reed screen. In fact, hold up. Since we're doing okay on our stream, famous last words, right? Famous last words. Why is that incorrect? What happened? Hold up. We're having, there it is. There it is. All right. Okay, there we go. Hey, camera. Hey, camera. Okay, she's not that bad. She left early. I don't know why they feel like they have to run off. Ooh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. Please bear with me for a moment while we get set up because I was not exactly prepared to do what we're doing right now. He looks like a movie star. What the heck? Why does it keep losing the connection? Makes no sense. It makes no sense when my camera keeps losing the connection. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, we need something, don't we? Hide these so y'all know what they are. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. Yeah, that angle's not going to work at all. We're just going to use this one up here. We're just going to use this one. Sorry about the mess up. Let me get out of this mode because it's throwing me off something fierce. Today we have special reading glasses. We got a special setup. Need a special camera for it. Let me go back over here. We can just make this work this way. Hold on. Give me one more second. I know how we're going to do this. Just realized how we're going to do this. Yes. Let's put that there. Let's bring this up here. That's right. Okay. Yeah. It's all part of the process, y'all. We do have to kind of lower that camera down a little bit, don't we? Keep the lock force in view. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That'll work. But I can't see my comments. Y'all can hear me okay. You should be able to hear me. We never have audio issues, so we should be okay on that front. There we go. All right. I like that. I like that. If we can bounce over to a transition right there. And actually don't have my thing up here, so let me go find it. That's we're gonna add a new one. Okay, we'll add a new one right there. Man, it just takes a minute getting ready for this. Didn't have it ready because it's kind of a surprise. Let's move this right here. Yep. Oh, dang it. Why did I do that? Nope. Cancel. Nope. Cancel. Oh, yeah, right there. There's a little glare on my screen when I do that. Let me move that. Okay, now I'm comfy. That's what I was trying for, y'all, is my comfort. Hopefully everybody else is comfortable too, but... Yep. Let's move this up here. Okay, and then move this. Almost got it. So, I don't know. You know, when I go over some of the some of the material for Jason Reed's, which I briefly scanned this morning, I brought a few magazines up here so that we could go over them and see if there was anything interesting in there. and a few things caught my eye, but I don't know. I feel like we've already talked about it, y'all. You know? However, they're not flagged. And when I say they're not flagged as in it appears that I have not been in these issues. All right. Y'all still over there talking about fasteners? It's fine. Fine. I feel like I'm going to knock camera over here. And one thing I always wanted to experiment with was no. No. I cannot. That's the only downside to this stable program is I can't zoom in. I can't zoom in. But we're okay with this, right? Y'all okay with this view? Or y'all want to zoom in so that see with this view I can get up and yeah, I think we're gonna keep this view. Let me move this camera that. Move out of the way, camera, I'm gonna kick you over. You get all excited. Alright, Jason reads. It is time. It has been a minute since we've done this. We're gonna start off in chronological order with I didn't mark them, but there were a few in there. A few things that caught my eye. Alright, so to catch y'all up with what's going on. Y'all ready to get caught up? It is. We are vaulting back. Y'all are calling out. 1989. Close. Lockpicking girl, you were close. 1989. July of 1989. Letters to the editor. Letters to the editor, 1989. And again, so this, one of the things with Jason Reeves last time was what I would randomly pick up issues like this, flag them so that I know what to do for the actual live. And as we found stories that interest us, then I would try to locate what they're talking about. So in the letters to the editor, if this is your first time in on Jason Reads, we go through and read some of the letters sent in about various topics. And then in subsequent lives, when we do Jason Reads, I try to track down the reason why. I didn't pull that off just like I wanted to last year. I'm going to try to do a little bit better this year because, again, we're limiting this, so I won't be reading as many, and I'll be able to try to find the issues that they're referring to. So here we're jumping right into July of 1989 for no other particular reason, just to, we've got July and August, so, all right. Jerry writes in. Title: Unauthorized tool sales issue discussed. Discussed, not discussed. Discussed. Y'all can hear me okay, right? What is up, Paul? All right, here we go. Regarding your March commentary on the new federal law for restrictive sales of locksmith tools, I had a couple of comments, and I felt that you should know about them. Although the new law probably should have prohibited the sale to anyone other than a bona fide locksmith and restrictive sales to bona fide auto repossessors, the law may not be all that bad. After all, if you examine it closely. According to your article, the law refers to a means of delivery regarding the violation of a shipper. So if you're not familiar with what this is, it's funny, they bitch about the same stuff year after year. This was trying to restrict sales of locksmith tools. We've done these on Jason Reed's. We've read letters to the editor. This is what that's about. According to your article, the law refers to a means of delivery regarding the violation of a shipper. This obviously applies to the mail order houses, but can also apply to a retailer receiving a delivery of over-the-counter lock opening products from his corporate warehouse or vendor. In other words, the product had to have been transported to begin with from the manufacturer at some point. One example, Brookstone, that's what they wrote, a mall retailer of specialty items, carries a version of the Slim Jim. Can you believe some damn mall place carries a Slim Jim? A Slim Jim! Why are you selling a Slim Jim? Although the store itself may not be in trouble, their source point would be, perhaps even their corporate headquarters, for reshipping a product made elsewhere. The only problem would be identifying who their supplier is and how we could report such an incident. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll kind of maybe follow that along. For a while there, and some of you lived during this, know, were locksmiths during this time. It was before the internet, before you could get on Amazon and order a 58-piece pick set from wherever you wanted. They were trying to form all these laws and like literally get the shippers in trouble, like trying to make USPS and USPS did institute this law for a while. I don't know what happened to it, about the sale or shipment of lock-picking devices, stuff like that. Some of you may still be familiar with that because, like, it's still illegal, I believe, in some ways for places to do that. I know, like, eBay and stuff for a while had issues with them and would pull the auctions. That's been going around for years. But see you, James. The vast majority of locksmith tools are basic hand tools. It's just funny nowadays because they bitched about it for so long. And that brings me to something I opened up, and I posted this on Twitter. I opened up my last issue of the LL magazine, 2021, February or January, whatever. The very first thing in there was licensing. And I was like, you know what? And I reached over to this pile and grabbed out a 1980, 1990 book. And I opened up the page. And guess what the first thing is? Licensing. So they've literally been bitching about these various topics for decades. Over and over and over again. And that's why I kind of got bored with Jason Reed's. Just because I feel like I'm reading the same thing over and over again. All right, next. Karen out of... seriously, Karen writes in, I sat down to read my April 1989 issue of your magazine, wondering what new and glorious things, we could bring Karen up here, couldn't we? Wondering what new and glorious things I would learn from this issue. First, I enjoyed a good commentary, then on to a tragic story of someone's death. Next, some helpful hints. And then, what's this? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Question marks. Newsmakers, a Corby girl. Corby, C-O-R-B-Y. News, that's the title of the article, I guess, in the April 1989 issue. So now we're gonna have to go find that, right, for the next Jason Reed's. Mark that, and I'm gonna write this down. I gotta write this down because I need to remember some of this. Oh, where's a pen? Let me get a pen real quick because this was one of those things that I didn't do good at last time. Was trying to track down and remember what I had talked about before. So we need the April '89 for the Corby girl. Okay. Note to self. March. Well, we also need March and April. March and April. All right, that'll help me remember. Yeah, the title of it was Newsmakers, a Corby Girl. Does she install access control systems? I doubt it. Is she a locksmith? I doubt it. Does her picture belong in this publication? I doubt it. Come on, guys. Give women in locksmithing a break. I'm not using a woman's voice to not insult Karen here because apparently in the April 1989, maybe there was a story or something, and there was I guess, here we go, another one. Another one's coming in. J, just the letter J. Reader objects to calendar promotion. I am appalled that you would permit the press release of Corby Industries on page 17 of April '89. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Page 17. He's appalled. He is so appalled. What has an almost naked woman to do with professional locksmithing? In one fell stroke, the advertisement takes the locksmithing trade out of adult professional hands and puts it back into the dark ages of dirty, fly-specked shops. This is the image you want the public to look up to? The fact that Corby Industries has the exceptional bad taste to produce such a calendar surely does not mean that you have to advertise it. This type of advertisement is an insult to the trade as a whole, and especially to the women in it. So thank you, Jay, for standing up for women, and Karen for standing up to women. Editor's note. These days, even men get featured on calendars. Beefcake is in. Since the Chippendale dancers were formed, it makes this type of thing seem less sexist. However, I'm sure that neither Corby nor this magazine wished to offend you. So, apparently there was a naked girl, or a mostly naked girl in the page 17. Everybody with collections like going to page 17. We're going to have to find that advertisement, y'all. But how do you know Jay is a man? That's true. It could be a woman. Maybe it is. Hopefully it's a man. I would hope that another man would stick up and write in a letter. Vibration. But, okay, so, real talk here, y'all. I know it's cute sometimes to do that, right? But it's just not. It's totally not cool to make snide comments. On Reddit, I see some of these comments all the time where people are like, that's what she said. Come on. And I know Reddit's comprised of quite a few immature people, but it's just, as far as this naked calendar, that reminds me of that safe. What was the name of that safe company, y'all? Y'all remember the name of that safe company? Same thing. It had the girl in furs leaning on the safe. And it actually caused some controversy, too. Like objectification wasn't in all areas of other. I know, right? But the editor was like, no, it wasn't Century. It was a high-end safe company. Oh, Ron, you remember that? The one with the fur coat. Yeah, you remember that, Ron. They advertised heavily in that other publication that other sexist publication. Hey,
What's going on, man?
how are you?
All right.
Thank
Have a
you.
good weekend, okay?
You too. Yeah. There's actually quite a few good letters in this one issue. Okay, McCaffrey. This is from McCaffrey. I can't remember the name of the, still can't remember the name of that safe company that did that. Alright, McCaffrey writes in. Same issue. We're still in July 1989. Locksmith objects to industry professionalism. I'm going to kind of scan this one. I need to get a... Okay, McCaffrey. Okay, McCaffrey. This is really bad for my back. Let me tell you something. Alright? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you right now. I'm McCaffrey. Gotta watch that. I'm gonna put my own eye out with that thing. McCaffrey drinking some Jamaican Kiss, man. Let me tell you something right now. Damn it. When a person tells me that they are of a profession or a professional locksmith, I will take a more kind and gentle attitude towards them. Maybe they are. In this wonderful world of the craft of locksmithing, I have seen some things that make me bow my head in reverence and solemn wonder to all those professionals who have demonstrated such wonderful ability and skill beyond all ordinary concepts. There is, quote, the Royal Order of the 14-inch file, end quote. Quote, the Knights of the Big Long Screwdriver, end quote. And, quote, the Butcher Brigade, end quote. 3 different organizations. Kind of like Right's Guide. Just like Right's Guide, Royal Order of whatever the hell it is. Anyway, those people of their organizations who have been most outstanding in their performance in the craft of locksmithing. That's 3 distinct organizations. The Royal Order of the 14-inch file, right? That's 1. The Knights of the Big Long Screwdriver, that's 2. All right, and then the Butcher Brigade. Okay, that's 3 people, 3 groups of people who have been most outstanding in their performance. There's one surefire way to tell a professional locksmith. One surefire way, and I'm going to tell you what it is right now. So, look at the tools that they use. That's right, that's all you got to do is look at that big long screwdriver, and that'll tell you what kind of person we're dealing with. If they use a big long file as a hand milling tool to modify the plug of a cylinder, they are indeed a professional. As soon as a person knows the difference between a Phillips and a straight blade screwdriver, they become a member of this locksmith profession. Then, next, they can master the use of the slip joint pliers and can be a master. That's right, they'll be a master. These are the basic tools of a master locksmith. The next job is to learn the use of a hacksaw. This is used to saw the knob off of a key and knob lock set to service a lockout. It's a worldwide marvel how the minds of locksmiths have worked out all the solutions to the problems in the locksmith industry. Education and aptitude brings out the best in a few. May the locksmith industry keep up the good work in the next century. I'm going to let y'all think about that. I read it just like it was written. Yeah, see, lock and key. What's the name? Hold on just a sec. Alright, so listen, y'all. I read that just like he wrote it, and I didn't pick up any. I mean, I'm a master of sarcasm. I didn't pick up the sarcasm in that. Did y'all catch the sarcasm in that? I don't know. I don't know. Let me read the comments here. What in the heck? Incas. Thank you, Night Owl. Incas Safe was the name of that. So, but I didn't catch any, like he was being serious, except for the whole Royal Order 14-inch file. But the rest of it, talking about, I don't know. I didn't catch the sarcasm in that. Maybe he's just such a brilliant mind that I couldn't keep up with that whole thing or not. But the whole hacksaw knob thing, I don't know. What do y'all think? Yeah, I don't know. That is just weird, right? I mean, it seems weird to me. And lastly, out of this issue, D&D, do not duplicate. Yet another freaking thread on do not duplicate. Back in '89, we're bitching about do not duplicate keys. Do you cut a do not duplicate quickset key? You wouldn't cut any best key for that matter. You wouldn't, like, somebody comes to you with a best key that is stamped do not duplicate, because they're all stamped do not duplicate. Like, I don't understand why anybody would not do that. Now, I know some of you, maybe some states have rules, But I've always found it absolutely ridiculous. Aside from true special, now I'm not talking about standard keys. I'm talking about non-standard keys, but like standard quickset keys that say do not duplicate. It's like one of those things. We sell those keys, and somebody's like, oh, I want a different head shape. Oh, we have this D&D head shape that's a bigger square key. It's a pretty nice key. Oh, okay, well, we'll do that. And then come back 2 days later. No, sorry, you have to show your driver's license for that key. They're like, then they can go to box, the little automatic machines or whatever. Oh, this is Robert. D&D is easy policy to live by. Ooh, he's one of those. As in the past, here's another letter on the damn do not duplicate issue. I am the locksmith for an apartment supply company in a certain northern state. Our policy has always been that if a key is stamped D&D and we do not know that person, then the key does not get copied without approval from the management company of that complex or the person's superior. We figured that the key has been stamped for a reason, whatever it may be. If we do make a copy of the key, it also gets stamped D&D. In most cases, these keys are master keys to apartment complexes, and control must be maintained. I almost said maintained. Maintained. After all, Medico, Best, and Falcon keys come from the factory stamped D&D. I feel this policy is easy to live with and live by. Thank you, Robert. Thank you for your entitled opinion that nobody cares about. Half. It's like a half thing, right? Half the locksmiths out there care about it. And then that's all right, here's the last one. This one's pretty good. I wonder if this really happened. Fred may still be around. I don't know. Well, 1990 was only like 30 years ago, right? I don't know. Locksmith frees officer from jail cell. Jail cell. I feel like I've read these. I feel like I've read this one. Last article. After serving 33 years as a police officer, I can understand why the police and fire departments unlock cars. In a lot of cases, that's the other whole little argument. In a lot of cases, they are not emergency calls either. I can also understand why a lot of locksmiths get upset, as I am the owner of a locksmith in this area. The reason most police do this is because they look upon it as a service to the public since their jobs are in the service area. So I'd like to share with you something that happened to my son and myself one early morning. Maybe this will give those that are upset with the police something to laugh about. The city I'm in is in the process of building a new city hall, along with enlarging the police department's area, including the jail. It seems as though one of the radio patrol sergeants was walking around the construction area, looking at all the new rooms they were getting, when he walked into a cell and pulled the door closed. Guess what? Yep, it locked. Well, it goes without saying that there was no key. The contractor still had the keys, and he did not report to work until 8 a.m. After an hour of trying all but shooting the lock off the door, it was decided to call my company. Now, I can imagine what some of you might have told the dispatcher, or better yet, charged the police to open the lock. But being the kind guys we are, we went and had a big laugh out of it. By the way, I'm going to let you guess what we did. Fred, how could you not tell us what happened? Fred. Can y'all believe Fred didn't tell us how he got him out? Can y'all believe Fred would not reveal his secrets in this restrictive magazine and how he got the officer out of the jail? That would make an excellent YouTube video for 1989, wouldn't it? That would. So, a lot going on in 1989. We talked about the freaking D&D policy. We covered almost all the bases in 1989. It was like a conglomeration of the mail policy, and banning UPS and USPS from shipping lockpicks. Then we talked about the D&D policy. It's like everything in one issue. Can you believe that? How fortunate are we? We're fortunate as heck, that's for sure. All right, let's go back up here. Move up a little bit. Fred needs to let us know how he got. I can't believe it's like a cliffhanger. It's like now I want to go and find, what was that, July? We need to go find. I had August right behind it. And I'm just going to glance in here real quick and make sure. This may be something I just leave in here since we only did one issue. But like one of the few times I have a back-to-back issue. And I wish somebody would have mailed in a letter and said, "What in the hell, Frank? What in the hell? Why did you leave us hanging? We want to know how you did it." But no. The next issue is talking about distributor competition. Pretty good little stories in there, so that may be the next one. No! If I would have been writing letters to this magazine back then, I would have definitely written a letter saying, "Fred, talk to us." I wonder if Fred sat there going, "I heard a click on one. I heard a click on two." He may have. It may have been LPL in disguise back then, right? I don't think he's that old. Because he'd been an officer for 33 years. And that was 30 years ago. So that's 60 years. You wouldn't become an officer until you're at least, 18, 19, 20 years old. So that's 20 plus, that's 53 plus another 30. Even if he started right out of high school. So he would be like 90s now. See you later, Paul. Have a good one. The dang computers. Yeah, in '89, this was a good era for them dang computers. It was a great era for that because that's when them dang computers were really kicking it up. We didn't have much dang computer talk in the '80s, but when the '90s started approaching, that's when we got good with the dang computer talk. Oh, that guy's back. No, you're supposed to not be here. I don't know. Fred may still be around. He may still be breaking cops out of jail cells. The hacksaw. Wood craftsman, that's a good one. He used a hacksaw. Exactly. He's part of the big 14-inch big screwdriver club, right? He once had a sheriff locked in a Sally Port. Probably used a Slim Jim he bought at the mall. That's a good one. Dusty Knuckles, yeah, the quick set with the D&D. I mean, that's just ridiculous. There's no reason why you should honor a D&D on a quick set. On a quick set key. I always think it's funny when my military people come in with US Gov, do not duplicate this best A key. Technically, I'm doing it for the US Gov, so. Now, if they weren't with that agency and they brought in one of those keys, that's when I'm all like, let's see your ID, bro. Retro was talking about the serious. It was almost way too far not to be satire. I know it had to be. I don't know. That dude was weird. You're more likely to honor a D&D key if it's hand stamped. For a while, we did. We used a number, series of numbers. Oh, on particular buildings that we did, and we just started with like 101, and we used little bitty tiny stamps and stamp 101 on the keys for particular businesses, especially ones around here. For if they came up missing and they were on somebody's key ring, we could identify it that way. I never really got past like 10 or 11 of them. And almost all of them have rekeyed since then. And they're like regular customers, but all of them have since rekeyed. And I just dropped that whole thing. It's easier to get a D&D copied if you put a keyhead cover thing on it. Yeah, that sounds like Reddit, doesn't it? You know, Reddit Locksmith, they've been bitching up a storm about Locksmith helping people over there, haven't they? That's why I don't really promote anything over there. They hate them damn YouTube. Them damn YouTube locksmiths are putting me out of business. Don't share how to change a combo on this dang website. It's not public information. And then the company itself has the video showing how to change the combination. It's like, bro. That's my thumbs down, people. Yeah, the Reddit has had a great week on that. There's been a lot of back and forth and bitching about stuff. That's pretty much the most humorous thing now. Is going back and forth on Reddit with certain people. Going to GameStop to buy a ton of games. Here I can make fun. I don't think that's how the GameStop thing is working, right? I don't think so. That's not how it works. None of this is how that works. All right, what time is it? Whoa, we're over. Holy moly. Nobody told me it was 1:07. Not that I don't have 4 clocks in front of me, but holy moly, y'all. Time flew when we were doing Jason Reed's. So let's switch back to this screen. We're going to use this screen. Let everybody say bye to everybody else. I didn't realize it was so... No, Jason Reed's, no, we're not. We're done with that. I'll fix that. I'll fix that next issue, okay? Next episode. I'll get the Jason Reed's screen correct for when we have it again. Not that we'll have a Jason Reed's next episode, but you know what I mean. 1:07. Thanks for tuning in for so long, y'all. I'm kind of glad that I looked over at the camera because I do have a few things that I got to go actually get taken care of, like do work, you know. I actually do have to do some work while I'm here. And then I got to go unlock that house. So, y'all, keep your fingers crossed that it's a Schlage, easy to use, Schlage, easy to open lock with my Schlage Lishi so that I can just pay myself to go home and have a Lishi. I'll feel much better about my $80 expense for my Lishi if I'm able to use it today. I just don't like the quickset one. I don't know why. I guess I haven't practiced, and I guess I need to sit down and practice with it more. '89. What was that you said? You had an '89. You had a DOS 5. I still run a computer on DOS. There's certain programs that I still have a DOS computer set up. Windows 98. Offline. Totally not hackable because it's totally not wired into the internet. If you tried wiring it into the internet, it would probably literally blow up. And now I've always wondered if I could, if it has that modem. I think it has that modem in it still, but yeah, I still have some DOS run programs back there. CD /, CD / exit / M something, all that other stuff. When I was in high school, that's what we learned on was DOS, using 5 1/4 floppies to play certain things. Leisure Suit Larry and the Lounge Lizards. Lounge Lizards. Leisure Suit Larry and the Lounge Lizards. Something like that. Oh, well, it has been a great Saturday morning live as far as video feed, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who kept your fingers crossed, and hoping that we would not have issues. And I don't think we did, except for the camera part. And that wasn't the computer. That was just the camera. So you go into AliExpress as soon as the live's over. You used to read the Locksmith Funny section a lot. Yeah, during some of the Jason reads last year, I would do content like here's the funny and talk about it. But we were worried about stressing the computer today, so we didn't do any of that. Again, thanks everybody. 1:10. We have stayed a little bit too long today, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate everybody for being here. I hope y'all have a great week. I don't know what videos I got coming out. I've pretty much showed y'all the important thing. Maybe I'll end up doing that giveaway tomorrow if I can't find it. Not giveaway, the unboxing tomorrow. Next week, we might have a giveaway because I mentioned it, but we never even looked in there. But I've got tons. I've got tons of cylinders, so I'm both going to have an eBay, probably another eBay auction up. Actually, that last one went for a good bit, and it went overseas somewhere. So whoever bought that, thanks. I think I may have mentioned that last week. Yes, I'm thinking it's time to do a giveaway. So next week we'll probably have a giveaway. I'm gonna look for the Corby girl. We're gonna diagnose next time we do a Jason reads. Reminder to myself, Jason, to find the page 17 of April '89. Corby girl, if you're on Twitter and have this issue, shoot me a picture of it. I may have the magazine, but my Jason Reed's material has gotten boondoggled, to say the least, and is way all out of order. So, and the Loctite video, I'll redo that. I filmed it. I wasn't happy with it, and then just did away with it. That was 2 years ago, wasn't that, Wes, when we were talking about doing that? Because I was going to drag you into the video too, since you're Dr. Goopmeister. But basically, blue, 242. Red comes in handy, but not handy enough. Red's not great. Not a good idea to use red for pretty much anything. But I did use it for this safe deposit box to put it back. It comes in handy for very, very, very few things. You very rarely want to use red Loctite, especially in Adams Wright screws or anything like that, because you can't apply heat to it properly without damaging other things. So, yes, lock force disconnect. Lock force disassemble. Boom. Boom. It doesn't fade out; it just turns off. What color is cross thread? What color? I don't know. It's red too. It's pretty much the same thing. It makes you red when you have to deal with it. Silver solder is as good as red Loctite. Yeah. Brown frown. Yeah, that's true too. I hate cross-threaded stuff. That clip out of that video that I did, where I was going to do an opening to a business, got flawed. For one thing, it was one of those videos where I meant to just do the opening and all that, and you get to the job and like the cylinder's cross-threaded, the screws stripped out, they won't thread in right, the set screws, even the faceplate on the Adams Wright holding the set screws in, and you get to this rekey thinking it's going to take 5 minutes at most, 10 if you have to open it, and the lock won't pick. So you have to force it. So you have to replace. So you have to, and then the faceplate screws hadn't been taken off in 20 years. So you got to drill those out, and then just it's like pieces fall into places like dominoes. When one thing kind of goes bad, it can domino on you a little bit and cause just all kind of problems. Sounds like a normal call. Yeah, just all kind of problems. Just, nature's Loctite. It was rusted and stripped, and that's literally never have to worry about that screw coming out, except when you have to rekey the dang lock. Copy of DOS Doom. I've got Space something. I can't remember that, but I've got like 4 volumes of one of the Space 5 1/4 floppy. 5 1/4 floppies. Where's our be right back button? No, that's not it. We need an end button. End button. Y'all, I have such a professional end screen here. Y'all like this end screen? That's it. Thanks, y'all. Have a great week. Have a great rest of the weekend, actually, I should say. Tomorrow, still snowing outside. I'm going to go, as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to go track down the source and find out why it's snowing. I don't know what... my yard really needs to be raked, but I really don't want to rake the yard. So maybe I'll just lounge around tomorrow and make videos for you guys. That's what I'll do. That sounds like a better idea, right? I think that's a better idea. Just rake the yard, lay on the sofa, and make videos. Rake the yard, lay on the sofa, make videos. It's a no-brainer. Anyway, thanks for joining in, y'all. Y'all have a great week, and yeah, we'll catch you next video. I don't think I'm gonna be able to end a stream by mid-talk, but I may try to